He likes grilled eggs and ham and wrote a book about fish. I will be informing you about his family, how his career got started, and of course his books. Now, who is this man, you might ask? Could I have a drum roll, please? Is Theodore Giesel, or better known as Dr. Seuss. Do you remember his rhymes? Oh, I'm in front of me. Okay. He was born in Springfield, Massachusetts in 1904 to his father Theodore and his mother Henrietta. His mom used to chant rhymes to him before he went to bed at night, and that's where he got the idea for his books. They went through some huge financial struggles during World War I, and shortly after, his sister Marnie was born. He was married twice. His first wife was Helena. He met her at Oxford in England, and his second wife was a friend of his that he worked with for a long time. He died September 24th, 1991. Makes me sad, it's a little bit after my birthday. Next I will tell you about how his career got started. The first college he attended was Dartmouth. He was editor-in-chief of the Jack-O-Lantern, which was the school magazine. He was caught at a drinking party, and after that was forced to start signing his work under another name, so he chose Seuss. Seuss is a combination of his middle name and his mother's middle name, or his mother's maiden name. He thought it was cool to sound together. He attended Oxford next, and his studies really bored him, so he finished, but he didn't really enjoy it. But one good thing about Oxford was he met Helena there, and she was the light of his life. After Oxford, he toured through Europe for quite a while, like maybe a few weeks to a month. Then he returned to the U.S. and he became a cartoonist. The Saturday Evening Post published his work first, so I guess that's kind of where it really started. He also created advertisements for Standard Oil for over 15 years. Around World War II, he switched to political cartoons because they amused everybody. And PM Magazine was the first to publish him with those. He was too old for the draft, so he helped the United States Army create training videos for the soldiers. He also contributed to different magazines such as Life and Vanity Fair. Finally, I will tell you about his books. His first book was And to Think I Saw It on Mulberry Street. It was rejected 27 times before Vanguard Press published it. Next, he wrote The Cat in the Hat, and according to www.catinthehat.org, this is what defined his career, and it made him a children's author. He wrote and illustrated 44 children's books. His books were translated into 15 different languages, which is, pretty awesome. Over 200 million copies of his books have been sold, and based off his work, 11 television shows for children have been aired. One Broadway musical came to existence, and several motion pictures have been made. I was going to show you a clip of The Grinch, and here is a song from The Grinch. I'll just read it to you because I will make dogs bark. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus. You're as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch. You're a bad banana with a greasy black peel. You're a monster, Mr. Grinch. Your heart's an empty hole. Your brain is full of spiders. You've got garlic in your soul, Mr. Grinch. I wouldn't touch you with a 39.5-foot pole. You're a vile one, Mr. Grinch. You have termites in your smile, and you have the tender sweetness of a seasick crocodile, Mr. Grinch. Given the choice between the two, I'd take the seasick crocodile. You're a foul one, Mr. Grinch. You're a nasty, wasty skunk. Your heart is full of unwashed socks. Your soul is full of gunk, Mr. Grinch. The 3 words that best describe you are as follows, and I quote, stink, stink, stunk. You're a rotter, Mr. Grinch. You're the king of sinful thoughts. Your heart's a dead tomato splotched with moldy purple spots, Mr. Grinch. Your soul is an appalling dump heap, overflowing with most disgraceful assortment of deplorable rubbish imaginable. Mangled up and tangled up knots, you nauseate me, Mr. Grinch, with a nauseous super nosh. You're a crooked, jerky jockey, and you drive a crooked horse, Mr. Grinch. You're a 3-decker sauerkraut and coastal sandwich with arsenic sauce. So that's a little piece of The Grinch. It's a famous motion work because 2 films have been made for it. One is a cartoon, one that is real life. For more information, you can check out www.seussville.com, and it's a really cool website. It has a list of all of his books. In conclusion, Dr. Seuss was not a real doctor, but he was talented nonetheless. Now you know about his family, how his career got started, and his books. He rhymed his way into our childhoods, and I hope his books remain in your memories. Oh, and don't forget his famous quote to us. People who matter don't judge, and people who judge don't matter. Thank you.